It is unlikely that any of the residents of Kyiv 6 months ago could have thought that today many of us can once again visit our favorite places and feel the emotions that accompanied us once. At the beginning of spring, any thought of living in the city as before evoked only sadness and despair. Back then, most of us sat in shelters or other safe places and thought only of how the day would end. We wondered if our loved ones would be okay, if there would be food on the shelves, if we would get a good night's sleep, and so on. Looking back on those dark times, it's amazing how quickly and swiftly life returned to Kyiv. Whereas at the beginning of the invasion, many citizens lived in basements and came out of there only when they needed it most, now it is quite possible to see a family with children strolling through the city center, or a large traffic jam on the road, or dozens of food delivery workers rushing to their customers with hot pizza. If you were in Kyiv now, you would also notice crowded playgrounds and hear the sounds of children playing coming from almost every yard. You would probably be annoyed by the lines at the local grocery stores and large number of visitors to the malls. You also would probably be faced with a situation where there were no tickets left on sale at the movie for the evening showing. Or when you visited any gas station, any amount of fuel would certainly be available to you. Stores that sold branded fashionable clothing will gladly open their doors to you. And at the end of the day, you could open a bottle of beer, pour a glass of wine, or make a mug of tea and relax while watching your favorite movie or show on Netflix. It all sounds so familiar, doesn't it? It's something that many of us were deprived of 6 months ago, and something that is slowly coming back into our lives. Unfortunately, there are many places in Ukraine today where people are still struggling to survive. But if we talk about Kyiv, we can say with a high degree of caution that the danger has passed. I'm referring specifically to the ground danger now, because the threat from the air exists and will continue to exist for a long time to come. I may sound trite, but it's true that one gets used to something very quickly and begins to take it for granted. We don't appreciate the little pleasures of life precisely because they are always with us, but none of us has any guarantee that those little things will be with us tomorrow. Stay strong, be the best, and appreciate your morning cup of tea as if drinking it for the last time.
When she walks, she like somebody sweet, so cool and sweet, so gentle kiss. Then she passes each one, she passes good.